So, Coach, for you, it's year 2. Obviously, you were on the bench next to Jay for 5 years, but any bit of a difference going into this year? Any lessons you may have learned?
You know what? It's just it's all about patience and playing with great confidence and let the game take care of itself. Worry about the game. Worry about within the game and what happens in the game. You can't worry about the final score. You can't worry about winning and losing. You can't worry about who you have and who's healthy and who's not healthy. We just got to go with who we have and play as hard as we can, play BU basketball. And I'm just trying to let the process take care of itself. And that's what I did last year. I'm just trying to go in with great confidence, and hopefully we are.
And the entire season, you've been preaching defense and rebounding, and with your first round in that's like their bread and butter. That's what they do well. So how much more important do your team's defense and your team's rebound be coming together like this?
Even more so. You're right. Even more so. I mean, Billy Hurrian's a great coach, and what he's done this year with that team has been pretty amazing. After losing 2 of their top guys, and they defend, they rebound, they're tough, they're physical. They get to more 50-50 balls than any team I've ever seen, and that's because of him. And I've known him since I was a player myself. He was at Drexel, I was at Philly U. So, I mean, he's a great coach, and they're going to play really hard. And somehow we have to play harder. Somehow we have to dig deeper and play harder and play smarter. And all we have to do is win it by 1.
Looking at UNH, they have 2 pretty talented seniors in Tyrone Conley and Dane DeLegro. How do you game plan for those guys? And I know you never want to say that you're going to focus on one or the other, but is one player maybe a bit more of a focus heading into this game?
We got to play 5 guys against the ball, and that's the way we play. And that's the way UNH plays. I mean, there's no denying we play very similar styles as far as our defense, and our emphasis is on defense and rebounding. So Conley's terrific. I mean, he had 26 against us up there. He was a leader. He drilled shots. He got to loose balls. He rebounded. He was amazing. He was amazing. And for Dane, it was his first game back after being suspended, and he gave them pretty good minutes. He wasn't looking to score. He was looking to drop dimes. So again, we got to play 5 guys against the ball. Everybody's got to do their job, and we got to limit our mistakes and take care of the basketball, because when they get out and run, they can really be effective.
Will you look to run a bit more to see what you can do against them?
Well, they're very good at their transition defense. They do a really good job. So we're going to keep playing the way we've been playing. And if we have opportunities to push the ball, we're going to push it. And if we have to play half court a little bit, we can do that now too. I'm very comfortable in our half court sets. I think these guys have really started to share the basketball a lot more, even though our assists don't say that. I really see extra passes, some really good screen assists. We're putting in the post more. We're getting in the paint a little bit more. So it's good. We're really starting to mix it up.
Coach, in baseball, I talk about saving the pitcher for the next round. John Howland, the pitcher, how much do you save him possibly for Sunday on Saturday?
Well, that's still to be determined. I'm going to see how he does today, if he goes at all. It's still to be determined. And Friday he's better, then he's going to play Saturday. And I'm not that way, because it's the America East. You get one chance, and we got to lay it all on the line. And if he can play, he's playing. And if he's going to play, it's going to be from 34 to 36 minutes. And it's John Howland. And I think he wants it that way. He's a senior, and he's been here before, and he's got to show these younger guys what it's like to be in a tournament like this.
Looking at the younger guys, do you maybe take them a little bit differently this week as opposed to last year, where you had so many veteran guys?
You know what's unique about our younger guys? They've all played in championship games. They've all played in state championship type games. So I feel like they've got a great understanding of what this tournament's about. I was really proud of the way they handled themselves at Vermont. They didn't put their head down. They didn't shrug. They didn't say, "Oh, I'm getting fouled" or anything like that. And the crowd, I thought the crowd at Vermont is great. It's the best crowd in this league. And I thought our guys really responded and didn't get intimidated. And that's why you do the non-conference that you do. That's why you go to Kentucky. That's why you go down to Villanova. That's why, we play Harvard every year, but that was crazy this year too. So it's good. We need to do that, but I think our guys are ready for it.
Sorry, Tristan.
Go ahead.
Do you feel that the Vermont game was kind of a coming of age moment for guys like DJ, for kind of your younger, more inexperienced guys?
I wouldn't say coming of age. I would just say they're getting better. They're starting to understand. They're no longer freshmen. It's March. You're sophomores now. I know it's an old coach's cliche, but it's the truth. That they all know our defensive rotations now. They all know our sets pretty well now. They all know they got to play hard and defend and rebound, and they all know about attitude and attitude club and our game goals. So I think they have a better understanding today than they did a couple months ago, and that's why we keep tapping at the stone, because early on, we struggled. But I just knew at some point we were going to turn this thing around. I wasn't sure if it was going to happen at all this year. And it finally did, thankfully, after the UNH game and going into February.
Was that rock bottom?
I think rock bottom is a deeper place, or deep, much dark, sinister type place. I mean, we lost a basketball game, We don't have the craziness in our locker room. We don't have, we got good kids. We got good character guys that go to class. So I've seen rock bottom. It's ugly. It's an ugly thing. So I wouldn't say that was rock bottom. I think there's a deeper place.
Winning on the road was tough for you guys early on in the season, and the last 2 road games seemed pretty daunting going into them, but 2 victories has to have you guys feeling pretty good about playing on the road.
Yeah, that's for sure. We were not a very good road team early on, and that's a young team, and that's a couple newcomers, everybody getting to kind of get to know each other a little bit. I do like the road, though. I like going on the road because it's just you and your team, and you get to have meetings, you get to hang out, and that's where you really bond. But that Stony Brook game was definitely a turning point, along with the main game at home. Stony Brook, we finally got a win on the road, and I think it gave them some confidence. And we lost a lot of games by 1 possession, by a couple points here and there, and I'll take some of the blame on that. I got to do a better job of closing out games. And I got to put these guys in the right position to be successful at the end of games. And I think we all learned a little bit about ourselves. And that's why we did a pretty good job on 2 senior nights.